Ciao ragazzi, welcome back. Claudio Giganti here with Giga Racing and MotoGP Talk. We're talking about Portimao race, after race talk. Miguel Oliveira, congratulations. Great race of his. We got to take in consideration that I don't know how many laps he has at this track, but more than anybody else, it's his own track. He deserved the win. He did very good all weekend long. And he got the victory. From the beginning, one thing that I knew for sure that he would take off and try to open up a gap, which he did. And I expected a little bit of a tire drop. Even Morbidelli, through the interview, he thought he would have a tire drop, Miguel Oliveira, right after half of the race. But he did not, actually. The bike, they managed the tires really good. KTM did a fantastic job setting up the bike. It was really a pleasure watching him. A little bit behind, Morbidelli did a good job as well than Miller as well. Miller watched Morbidelli quite a bit from behind, and this time he played it right. It was payback time. Miller followed Morbidelli all race. And then just at the last lap, put his bike in front, and he did it where Morbidelli could not reply because, the Yamaha, the lack of power of Yamaha stayed in front, well deserved for Miller. Obviously, I was a little bit sad about Morbidelli not getting the second spot. I wish actually Morbidelli won, but in any case, good job, the three up front. Then let's talk a little bit behind the Suzuki's. A bit of a disaster. So let's start with Rins. Rins had a very good start, Alex Rins. He started quite well, made up all the way to 6th position, and then slowly faded. So Suzuki this weekend didn't find the right setup to make those tires work, to make the bike work, and they struggled all weekend long. Johan Mir, even worse. He had a problem with the rear wheel sensor, and he had to do most of the race without traction control. And let's face it, guys, we're talking about around 280 horsepower machines. Riding at a Portimao, which is up and down, tight corner, very technical track without traction control, it was almost impossible. That's why Mir retired at one point, because he said in the interview that he felt it was too dangerous to continue riding in that condition. The back of the pack, we saw Nakagami coming up really strong near the end of the race. I was a little bit disappointed about Zarco. I thought Zarco would have done a lot better. Around the middle of the race, they were still, everybody very close. Even at the end of the race, everybody like Alex Espargaro, Stefan Bradl, Dovizioso, Nakagami, and Alex Marquez, they were all together. So it was a good fight for the fifth spot. Paul Espargaro managed to open a little bit of gap. Congratulations to Paul Espargaro. Obviously, the KTM had the best package on this weekend. They did really good at Portimao. Viñales, Valentino Rossi, Clark Crutchlow, Fabio Quartararo, Alex Rins, Danilo Petrucci couldn't get the bike to work whatsoever. Then we have Mika Kali and Tito Rabat. Clark Crutchlow, up to a half of the race, I thought he was in contention for, the 4th place. I know that the first 3 guys were gone. There was no way to catch them, but from 4th position all the way to 10th position, it was pretty open. And Crutchlow was there, but then slowly faded away. I saw Fabio Quartararo fighting quite a bit, tried to stay ahead, and he couldn't. He couldn't stay in front. He fought really well, but he couldn't stay in front. Alex Rins finished on 15, faded all the way back. Mario Viñales and Valentino Rossi, I don't know what happened there, because at the beginning of the race, they were struggling. More Valentino Rossi than Viñales. Then they came back quite strong near the, I will say from the second half of the race all the way to the end. Like if you check the last 10 laps of the race, well, Valentino Rossi and Maverick Viñales were lapping the same lap times that up front. They were actually catching the front group. They were almost, they got really, really close to Zarco and Marc Marquez. They were right there, just less than half a second behind. So I will say if they had another 3-4 laps, they would have come back strong. They would have gained quite a few positions. So I don't understand how that happened. I don't know if the bike with the less amount of gas and a little bit lighter, it was working better with the tires. But all I can tell is Valentino Rossi and Maverick were doing really, really good at the end of the race. Same lap times than Jack Miller and Franco Morbidelli up front. So we're gonna wrap it up for today, guys. Again, thank you for watching Claudio Gigante with Giga Racing. We're still gonna have some new videos. Next one will be 2020 year review. So we're gonna talk about the riders, we're gonna talk about the bikes, we're gonna talk about what happened and what everybody had done, and of course Ducati won the construction team. We're gonna talk about how they won it, because if in all fairness, if it wasn't the problem with the valves, Yamaha would have got the constructor team, but they didn't. So but congratulations to Ducati anyway. It is my favorite manufacturer, so congratulations Ducati as well. Thank you for watching, guys. Ciao ragazzi, ci vediamo alla prossima. Ciao.